Last night, I had a dream. Some would say a nightmare, but you know. Anyway, my dream started at a place with a lot of people, kind of like a concert or like it gave movie theater or concert vibes because we were all at a register. And then this one older white guy walked in. I don't know, y'all. But anyway, he started shooting one of the guys who was sitting next to me, but the crowd was full of people. When he shot the guy who was sitting next to me, I thought it was like air bullets or BB guns. So, but it did so much damage to the guy, but I didn't see no blood. So I'm thinking I was scared because it did damage, but I still wasn't super scared. But I was more aware than the crowd because I looked at the crowd and they didn't catch on quick enough, and then I took out running. And so I ran the door. The door was right by where the guy was shooting, and it was a glass door, glass mirror. And I should have. This is just a note. I'm realizing this now. I should have either went out the door, or I should have fought the guy. But what I did was I ran in the back of the building around all of these. It seemed like hundreds of thousands of people. It was different rooms once I started running, and so I ran into this through this shower, and then to the back where there was bathroom stalls. And I sat in and I got in the stall, the last stall, and I just stayed there for so long, and I could hear people screaming, and I could hear all of this stuff. And finally, I moved the wrong way and some change fell out my pocket, a whole lot of change. And I remember picking up the silver coins and saying that I'm going to leave the pennies because I've seen scary movies and I don't want to die trying to get the pennies. I'm sorry, that was a different note. But while I was picking up the silver coins, 3 people came into the bathroom, but they were all like crawling and barely surviving, and like there was still no blood, but you could see them shaking like they had a seizure, like shaking and crawling, and then they just stood still and they laid on the floor. And they were Chinese, a boy, a girl, and another boy, I think. And they were all just laying on the floor walk. And then the white man came in the bathroom and he started laughing. He's like, hey, I got me 3 in here. And then he started tapping on the doors. It was 3 before me. I was in the 4th, the last one. And I was like, God, please don't let him get me. And I could see him looking under the stars, but I woke up. And that was a couple days ago, so I thought nothing of it. So while I'm laying on the couch, I said, I should have fought. I should have left, or I should have fought. And the reason I'm making this video is to tell you that for a lot of years of my life, in all my scary dreams, I would not fight. I would leave, or I would be scared like the crowd. And then after so long of this dream, I would get sick of being scared. And so I would go see what everybody was scared of. And every single time I conquered it. Why didn't I fight? And so maybe that's reminding me that. And then this is a lesson too. When you sweep things up under the rug and you keep, I'm not saying like cause a fight all the time, be mean, be arrogant. You got to have like order. And then you just got to know, this don't mean physical fighting. This means keep going. But yeah, because when you don't fight something though, a lot of times you keep running for so long, but you always end back up where you are. Like if you don't fight for your dreams, if you don't fight for your goals, if you don't fight for your purpose, you're just gonna keep running in these circles from these scary, horrible nightmares, and you'll never conquer the fear. That's what it's about, conquering the fear. Goodbye.